Now that our structure is ready, let's start to color in some of these IDs and classes. I'm going back to the original page, and I'm going to be using ColorPick. That's the application that is attached to this assignment. You'll notice that whenever I hover over a certain color, the square in the little app changes color. That's telling me what color will be selected whenever I press a key. I'm going to first select the background color. I'm just pressing the space bar once. I get a lock on that color and click on the hex key to get the value. Now this is just copying the number, so whenever you go into Dreamweaver and select your body to give it the background color, you'll have to type in the hashtag and then Control V to paste. Press return to accept, and we have a new background color. Let's go back to the page and get color picks back up. Let's go with the footer next. I need to unlock color picks first by clicking on it. I now press the spacebar to accept and copy this next color. Going back to Dreamweaver. You can select your CSS elements by clicking on your CSS file and finding them. You can also hover on top of the element you're looking for. I'm looking for the page banner. Dreamweaver will show me where I am down here. I'm in the body tag, and inside the body tag there's a header tag with a page banner ID, and the page banner ID is selected back here. I'm going to click on the background property, click on the undefined color, type in the hashtag, Control V, and accept. Going back to the page and color picks. Let's do this gray next. Pressing spacebar, copy, back to Dreamweaver. This is this element here, the recent entries. I got those selected now. Background, hashtag, and Control V. Back to the page. I'm going to do the about this site next. I will unlock the color by clicking on it, hovering and pressing spacebar to copy this one. Click the copy, back to Dreamweaver, and click on the about. There's my selector. Click on the background, type in hashtag, Control V. And this color is very similar to the background color. Back to the design, and I see that I have my latest entry stuff here is with a white background. I don't need to copy white. I just need to select my blog entry, select my background, and click on the palette, and I'll just shift it to white, pressing enter to accept. Keep on going down. We'll deal with this box later when we build it. Let me get the color for the footer. Spacebar, copy, Dreamweaver, select the footer, ID, and the background is hashtag Control V. So all we're missing now is the banner logo box. This color is a blue color that is darker where it touches the banner and it's lighter when it's outside of the box. I'm just going to copy the one that's outside the box. Press the spacebar to lock. Copy. Back to Dreamweaver. I'll select that banner logo and click on the background and do a hashtag Control V. When I do a live preview of what's going on, you'll see that it's this blue all throughout, and in the page it's actually lighter on one side, darker on the other. So this is not a difficult process to undertake. I'll turn off the live, go back to my design, open up my CSS properties again, make sure the banner logo is selected, and click on the palette for that color. You'll see that right now we have this hex value. We want to change this to RGBA color model, where it transferred the information from hex to RGB. We now have 1, 2, 3 values, but then we have 1/4 value. That's the A here. That's the alpha channel. If you work with Photoshop before, you may be familiar with alpha channels. It's just basically an additional layer of information. The alpha channel is controlled by this last knob. I'm going to take it down to maybe around 75%, and that makes it translucent. I'll press return, go back to my live preview, move this out of the way, and we now have a box that is lighter on the outside and darker on the inside. It's one color throughout, but it changes as it is affected by the background color. So our page is beginning to look a lot like what we want. Next, we will be starting to add some of the content and building some of the missing elements on this page. We'll do all that work and download files starting with the next video.